Necronom is scum.
Necromom's Spaghetti Con.
Spaghetti Con. I would go to that.
I'm going to Spaghetti Con this year.
They holding it in Seattle?
I'm gonna cosplay as Parmesan.
The NLSS live con is gonna be Spaghetti Con.
No, it's not. I don't even like spaghetti.
You don't even like.
I really do not like
What?
spaghetti, honestly.
You really you say to yourself with like open arms, I don't like spaghetti.
Sorry, with arms wide
You
open.
say to
Oh, yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I don't like spaghetti.
That's a weird thing to not like.
What do you want? I'll give you a ham and spaghetti sandwich on flatbread with
I
roasted
would
red
eat it.
peppers. I know you would.
I would eat that.
That's exactly the kind of thing you would eat because that's who you
I
are.
like, dude. I've made spaghetti sandwiches before.
Wow.
Spaghetti flatbreads.
Yeah.
Grill them up.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
You've never died.
GG.
Japan. India.
Is he chasing
What up?
me? He's not chasing me. All right, let's use humanity. Do you like other kinds of pasta? Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I like, Oh, shit. Okay, wait a second, man. Let's do this. I like ravioli. Excuse me? What's the problem
What
with
the hell was that?
What's the problem with ravioli? You have a problem with ravioli?
It's making
No,
him chortle.
Noki Master Race.
Yeah, Gnocchi's great too.
Loki.
No,
Master
not
Race.
Loki. Loki is the Norse god of mischief.
That's more like
No,
Josh. If anything.
L-O-W space K-E-Y.
Loki?
Yeah.
What is this? A puzzle platformer or something where you have to shrink yourself down to find a collectible?
Look, this isn't gonna make me look better in the eyes of chat, who for the last like half hour have been like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But imagine instead of urinating urine, you just unspooled like a big old spaghetti noodle every time you pee.
I've thought of that before.
You think it would feel good coming out? You
Yeah, I think it
like-
would be very satisfying.
I think it would be really satisfying
Except
too.
for the bit at the very end that gets stuck and you've got to fish
Oh
it out.
yeah, I mean if it gets tangled, like that's a real problem.
Like the Disney movie that was
You gotta
about
go to the
spaghetti
doctor.
spools in your urethra.
But I think it would be nice to just tickle.
Chat loves it.
Just
Oh.
stop.
I think you've triggered a lot of people just now.
I don't think it would be that bad.
Why do they have such a hair trigger when it comes to this stuff? I don't care. Put some spaghetti up your dick. I don't give a shit.
No, don't put the spaghetti up your dick. I'm just
I
saying
don't
if your
give a
kidneys
shit. Do it if you want.
if your kidneys somehow produced spaghetti that then was excreted via the urinary system, it might not be all bad.
I think we're right back into like designer semen again.
I just want to be clear. We're talking about cooked spaghetti. I'm not pushing any.
Obviously.
I'm not pushing
Obviously.
any hard rods of
Yeah,
carbohydrates
just
out of my
throw some
urethra.
shards of glass up your urethra too
Yeah,
while
you
you're at it.
fucking sickos. I'm talking about cooked edible spaghetti.
Al
Maybe with
dente.
a little bit of olive oil on it so that you can just pee into
Slip
a vat of
slides away.
spaghetti sauce.
Oh god, imagine the picture of a family dinner. Your
When
dad's
the
your
moon
dad's
hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
dad's got his dick out into the colander again. Come on, Dad. Can't you pee out that spaghetti noodle even faster for us? We're hungry here.
Anybody want seconds? Me and me.
Thank you, Dope Stone Lion, for your 9 months in a row baby time. We're gonna name our child Spaghetterinos together.
Nice.
I died again because I don't give a shit anymore.
Rob, tell them to stop.
Rob can't help you now.
Yeah, there's no where we're going there. We don't need Robs.
Nothing can stop us now. Fucking kill me, someone said.
If you came, would you come spaghetti? No, you'd come ravioli, obviously. Pee and cum are
let's
two
think.
different things.
Let's think about this. What else could it be that might be more appropriate, even?
Shells.
I was thinking, you know, the twisty noodles?
Oh,
The
like
spirals?
rigatoni.
Yeah.
Dude, can we talk about pasta? One of these things is not like the other, okay? Spaghetti, linguine, spaghettini, rigatoni, penne, ravioli, ravioli, shells. What? Can we at least call them like, you know,
Shallarone.
yeah, Shellaroni or something? Clamsia? I like it. Just anything that
Okay,
sounds.
Clamsia is a horrible like VD.
Okay,
thing.
Clamsia.
You don't want to pick up some Clamsia.
Clamsia is the Greek god of yeast infections.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
like, why are we just calling that one past the shells?
They look
least
like
come
shells
up
you
with
find on the beach.
A vaguely Italian
The
sounding name.
beacharoni. The San Francisco treat. Why does only San Francisco like rice?
No, San Francisco only likes rice-a-roni.
It's a San Francisco treat. Anybody can have it. It's just rice.
Well, in San Francisco, you can only have it once a week on your cheat day.
Oh. Too many carbs.
To be honest, I have no idea why it's called rice-a-roni. I can't.
Rice-a-roni!
Ooh, my little pretty one.
Oh, no.
Pretty one. What would you like for dinner, rice-a-roni?
You know, if you pitched that to the right person at the right time, that would have been a commercial for real.
Ooh, you spice my dinner up.
Oh,
dinner
no.
up. Make it so it's really nice and homey.
No, it would have just been nice-a-roni.
Nice-a-roni,
Yeah,
never gonna stop. Pick it up from the grocery store, I only give it up. 99 cents less or more. Dang, rice, rice, rice. Okay, cool. Wait, how does someone never have mac and cheese? You know what's crazy?
That's true.
Is that when I had dinner with...
I feel like Austin would be a person who never had mac and cheese.
No, he was roasting me as well.
Yeah.
Wait, you've never had mac and cheese?
Yeah, when I had dinner with Cobalt and his fiance.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Say it
Can
one
I
more
tell?
time.
Can I tell the start
no.
of a fucking story? Like,
I just need to hear the end of the story first, though.
I still have not eaten mac and cheese.
What the fuck?
Oh. All right. So what's the beginning of the story?
No, I don't even care about this.
No,
Let's
it's
go to the
important.
middle now.
Yeah. Let's go to the middle.
Yeah, that's
I hate you
Tarantino.
guys
This
so
bitch.
much. Monday NLSSs are canceled. Wednesday's on hiatus. Thursday is now the only NLSS. So, I was having dinner with Cobalt and his fiance, and you know, me and the manager that I was with were like, you know, we're both gonna order beef Wellington. Do you want to get like one side? I'll get another one, and we can split the sides. And I was like, oh, that's
What's
cute.
a
Let's
beef
do
Wellington?
that. Just it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant for the purposes of the story. Okay.
It's beef in like a
It doesn't
local-
matter. Don't play his game. If we have to fill Josh in on every detail of what this is going to take 3 hours to get through this
Okay.
story that does not. It puts a lot of pressure on me because there's no great punchline to this story. So we order the beef Wellington. We agree to split sides because we fuck each other in the bed at night, and it's a great time. And then I got the fingerling potatoes.
But you can tell us that, but you can't tell me what beef Wellington
I got the
is.
fingerling potatoes, and they were delicious. And he's like, is it cool?
Fingering potatoes?
Fingerling potatoes, holy fuck. And he was like, okay, well, what if I get the mac and cheese? Are you cool with that? I was like, yeah, finally I'll get a chance to try mac and cheese. And then by the time I finished the beef Wellington, I was too full to even try the mac and cheese.
What is wrong with you? Wait,
Can
no,
we
yeah,
just
you
have a
had the
bite?
perfect opportunity.
It
to
was
have that
right there in
nice-
front of me. It was probably great, and I was
It's Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. You went to a steakhouse,
was
right?
just too full to consume the mac and cheese.
You've never. You just said no. I can't even try it. But what blows my mind is how
Yeah, I don't understand that either, to be honest with you.
is it? Has
all-
Mouth ever had it?
I guarantee Michael L. Fox he's probably got a whole recipe on what you do with mac and cheese. So you can't use the 2% milk. You got to make sure that you get at least like half and
I know
half.
for a fact he's eaten it. I think
Yeah.
I may have eaten it with him at one point.
He strikes me as a big mac and cheese man.
Well, you're a Canadian. You have to be a mac and cheese man, right? Like, isn't
Right,
Wait,
well,
what
they
is
call
it?
it
I
crab
don't
dinner.
It's crab
understand
dinner.
how you have
Crab
to
dinner
be.
is different.
Yeah, crap. Well, no, it's not. It's mac
No,
and cheese.
it's different.
Fuck.
And also, I don't like
It's
it.
part of their national identity. It's different.
Wait, someone tell me what a
I'm not saying it's
craft dinner
different because it's good. If anything, I think it's different because it's like
Yeah,
bad.
it's
What is
boxed
that?
mac and cheese.
What is that?
Isn't it just boxed mac and cheese? What's
It's craft dinner.
is. Crap dinner.
I would agree with your assessment.
How do you feel about restaurants preparing for service before they start their service?
Oh
where they
yeah,
have
make
to
like
get the
10
food
pounds
laid
of
out.
spaghetti.
Does that really bother you a lot?
No, not at all. But if I
Why?
went to a restaurant and they were like, "Hey, one chicken parmesan sandwich," and they pulled the whole thing out of the fridge and gave it to me, I'd be like, "I don't want this anymore."
Well, my argument was for meal prep in the way that you seem okay with, so I don't know why you're not okay with it.
If I go there and I'm like, you know, hey, I'll take the chili. I don't want them to be like, okay, it'll be ready in 4 hours. I want them to put a ladle into a hot pot and give me a bowl of chili.
That's what I was arguing for.
If I order like, you know, I don't know, if I order like a salad, I'm not gonna send it back and be like, did you chop these right now? I expect them to have chopped it probably in advance either way. But, you know, I don't want to show up and then, depending on the establishment at least, if I don't want to show up and they'll be like, you know, okay, spaghetti, and then 2 seconds later it comes out. That's suspicious.
I kind of like it if they'd say, okay, spaghetti, and it comes
Yeah,
out.
oh my god. Name a fast food place, okay, spaghetti. It's fast food spaghetti. You're driving up the drive-thru, you're getting a plate of spaghetti out of there. That
They
sounds
get a
great.
bag
That
of
sounds
spaghetti.
pretty good, actually, to be honest with you. There's a
I
fast
changed
food
my
chain-
argument? I didn't mean to.
There's a fast food chain in the Midwest called Noodles and Company, and it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. They make noodles.
I really
I've had
like
some noodles
okay
from there.
spaghetti, though.
Yeah.
Even McDonald's doesn't pull like a fully cooked McChicken off the line and give it to you.
Dude, I can actually see the logo in my head
Well,
for OK
Bro,
Spaghetti.
me too. It's got an like red and white with an exclamation point that's
Yeah,
off to
and
the
it's
side.
over a bowl of
Yeah.
spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
Well, but then
Yeah.
spaghetti is spelled out in noodles.
Oh,
it
that's
isn't.
a little complex though.
Yeah,
No,
that
it
makes it
isn't.
like that takes it out of the realm of the hipster and turns it into like a family-friendly joint. And you know, I don't think we're looking for that. Here.
That's what we get when we leave it to the programmer to come up with a logo, right?
It also
Jeez.
it doesn't read well from the highway is the other thing.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
bold letters that are going to carry well, even in fog.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Ryan, you're out.
I don't want to work with you fuckers anyway. Of all the
You can work
people,
on meal prep.
I would rather work with, like, from a business standpoint, I would rather go into business with a stranger. And I say that, like, from a position of love, but also a position of knowing you guys as well as I do.
Whoa, the cleaver
all
just pushed me up.
All the orders at OK Spaghetti have to do with the phrase OK Spaghetti too. It's like, all right, I got an OK Spaghetti and a OK Spaghetti.
Yeah, but then where do you go from there? Because I
That's
don't know
a
where
great
the joke
question.
continues.
I was thinking of that joke the whole time and couldn't think of a third one, so I just rolled with it.
Maybe that's it. You only have the two orders. You have
That's it.
Okay, spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, oh no, it's like fucking Five Guys where they only got like 4 things on the menu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or not Five Guys, what is it? In-N-Out. In-N-Out's
Well,
only got
Five
like
Guys
4 things.
2 does the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You get a
And
pork
peanuts.
spaghetti because it's P-O-R-K.
Oh, yeah?
Pork spaghetti.
Poor okay, yeah. something
Poor
like
K
that.
spaghetti.
No, like
Poor
Poor
K
K's-
spaghetti.
Oh my god,
Yo,
that's so
Pork
good!
spaghetti!
You could have Mexican spaghetti.
It's a Mexican version.
Yeah!
That's amazing.
With pork.
The Okie Dokie Spaghetti.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, this is a fucking $1 million.
Pun-based restaurant shuts down after 72 hours of operation. Oh, we didn't realize we actually have to serve the spaghetti.
The 4K Spaghetti.
That's the tech-based, the California branch.
That's the part that gives you fiberglass and hot copper.
Hot
Yum.
copper.
Hot copper spaghetti.
Copper wire
Yeah.
spaghetti.
No way.
Austin,
You
Austin, don't
boil
move,
it
don't
long
move, don't
enough.
move. I
You
got
can
you.
do it.
I got you.
Porque no los dos spaghetti.
Oh, that was bad. Okay. You can give it up.
Why not both spaghetti?
Dude, this is a beautiful idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but hear me out. Spaghetti's overrated.
Yeah, no, you're wrong though.
I'm coming around on other pastas.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like things sometimes.
No, I do. I'm pro, like penne is good.
Teleport? Holy shit!
Oh, I like what's the spinny one? Rigatoni, maybe? Rotini, that's it. I like rotini. Spaghetti. There's no room to breathe, man. It's just noodle mass.
I like noodle mass.
Sometimes I just can't like. The
I'll
words
give you
that
some
come out of your
noodle mass.
mouth just like.
Spaghetti is just like it's okay though.
You know what though? Like unironically, it's not my favorite pasta.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can say it without it being a war crime, I guess. Rob says I don't like
because
spaghetti.
It's the phrasing.
Yeah.
It's like Rob was like, I like other things. You attacked spaghetti.
I
and
just
then
said it's
you
overrated.
Went to the other thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's attacking spaghetti.
No,
We'll
it's
attack
attacking the
Who
discourse.
defends the spaghetti?
Dude, spaghetti is in North America.
Who will stand for
If you did a
spaghetti?
poll that included the flyover states and you said, what's your favorite pasta? Spaghetti would actually get like 80% of the market.
Nah, the first thing
No
they
way.
do is they'd ask you what the fuck pasta is.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's pasta though.
All right.
It's called a bagel.
But anyway, yeah,
I
no.
cannot
I'm
wait
more of a
until
petty man.
your genes are outcompeted and I don't have to deal with this shit anymore.
Wow.
Okay, but what
That's
about
like-
spaghetti and meatballs? Like, are you gonna have that
Rob
with
genre
other pastas?
genocide. That's fucked up.
Rob, can you please? We need to maintain our brand here. It's okay, spaghetti and meatballs.
Right, yeah, apologies.
Sorry, Ryan. I was trying to hit you in the hole.
Oh, that's no problem. That's no problem. I'm used to it at this point.
Oh goodness.
Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm with it, dude. Absolutely.
That was an uncrustable burger.
No, listen, Ryan's level here is not going well for him.
I'm only on stroke 4. I've been in. Oh, that was not. I wasn't ready.
Can't get up this stupid fucking hill.
There we go.
Spaghetti and meatballs. Thank you for the tier 50.
Well, look,
I don't know about
I'm
this whole.
pro spaghetti and meatballs, but I'd rather have like linguine and meatballs.
Are you pro K spaghetti and meatballs?
Okay, but hold on.
I would never eat at a fast food pasta chain.
While I'm with you,
What about a pasta chain?
Yeah. What
If
about
you're-
fast food pasta?
if you're with linguine but against spaghetti, now it doesn't make any sense because linguine has the same issues that spaghetti has.
No,
except
it
for
doesn't
fat.
have-
Flattened.
It doesn't have the issue of the discourse. Spaghetti's
What?
getting too much credit.
Oh, right, because you said it's overrated.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you less and less.
Is there like I'm trying to think of a parallel in the food world for spaghetti because spaghetti is like the core of the pasta world, right? Like
Yeah.
you think it's like spaghetti is pasta and then there's all these other fancy kinds of pasta.
How
So
do
I'm
you
trying
feel
to think of a
about udon
parallel for that.
Noodles.
Burger, pizza.
Yeah, burger's probably a good one. For that.
my co-owner of my new restaurant just got back to me. Our pasta restaurant just got a new tie-in with a hit movie this summer, so get ready, OK Spaghetti. You're just about to get blown the fuck out.
Oh,
Oh
Hold
my
on, no,
Ready?
You just
Okay,
came up with
yeah.
our new slogan though.
Nope.
Get
Yeah.
ready,
Well-
okay, spaghetti. You just
It doesn't matter. Get ready for bankruptcy because did you like Vin Diesel? You like The Rock? Come into
Yeah,
our restaurant
okay.
and order some Fat and the Furious. It's the Fat and
Why would?
You want to talk about
What
tie-ins?
happened
We
there?
got a THAI in.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, exactly.
It's the
yeah, with
it's the
Mulan.
Fat of the Chini.
Okay, well we've got a Star Wars tie-in for The Last Jedi, and it's Boba Fettuccine.
That's so
That
much
is
better.
much better.
That's so
So
good.
much better.
All right.
We got the good marketing over here.
Shit.
You really struck out when you lost on the OK Spaghetti shares.
You should
Man,
never
those
have been
were-
an enemy
those
of
were big- those were
spaghetti.
big time.
That is way better.
Oh man.
For bankruptcy.
We're going public tomorrow, chat. Get ready.
Hey, get
What's
your
our
shit- get your
stock
equity in
symbol?
now.
Our stock symbol's got
SP.
it's gotta be it's okay, and then it's an emoji for pasta.
You killed me.
Man, you killed me, man. I actually get
Yeah? Well,
I think
we
I'm
just
getting
got a
asthma from
tie-in with Star Wars as well.
Yeah,
You know who lives at our restaurant? Lando Calrissian. Now that we've got Cloud CD on the menu.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Fuzzy. Yeah. All right.
How are you supposed to do this?
Well, it helps if like people don't just hit you at the start every
Yeah.
single time.
I can't get to the hole because
Rob,
I
you
keep
haven't
bouncing
shot.
into the balls.
Could you
Yeah.
shoot though?
Could you shoot?
I'm behind you!
No, the hole is in front of you.
Oh, wait, I'm blue.
Sarlacc bread.
You hit me from the other side.
Sarlacc bread.
Yeah, so okay, like it. I'm liking these pasta Star Wars puns. I think this has a lot of potential. Can anybody get George Lucas on the phone? Or I guess Walt Disney. Well, no one can get Walt Disney on the phone.
Dan probably could. I gotta get Dan to do it.
Oh, wait. I mean, this one's pretty spoiler heavy, but it's also the best thing on the menu.
Yeah.
I'll have one. La, I am your Zanya, please.
No.
Okay.
You can see it's Star Wars.
I'll get back to you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Where's
Okay.
like the
With the side of Sarlacc bread.
where's the play on words though?
La, I am your Zanya.
No, that's just lasagna though.
Well, actually, Mur has a good one here in chat. Lando Calzone. You know,
That's
we can put
good.
That as a
You know, I
side.
actually thought of that, but didn't say it out loud.
Wow.
Are you trying to call Luke La? Don't be called him La.
La, I am your Zanya.
Saying it again doesn't make it better.
Oh man. Some good stuff.
Calzone may not be pasta, that is correct, but it is sort of in the same food genre that often gets presented together.
Obi-Wan
Yeah.
cannoli is really good.
That's great.
Ooh,
That's
that's
an excellent one.
really good.
Sounds tasty
There's so
too.
many like Italian
Yeah.
overlaps with these names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, it is a musical language, as they say.
How about a little aperitif for everybody at the table? Can I interest you in our new flatbread? It's called Pizza Chiadi alla Fungi.
Too cerebral.
No.
Oh, I thought we were a good Italian restaurant. I guess we're the Olive Garden. My bad. A little too cerebral for the table.
Fast food pasta chain.
It was okay spaghetti, man.
Okay, spaghetti has family-friendly fare. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be so worked up about Olive Garden comparisons.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. We need a mascot. It's got to be. You know what it has to be? It has to be Clippy, but instead of a paper clip, he's spaghetti.
Hey, how about you
He's
make like
the
a
okay with the exclamation point.
How about you
runs
make
it.
a big bowl of spaghetti, but there's no bowl, and then there's like tomato sauce on top of it, but then the noodles are brown. So,
Keeps letting this guy in the
The
meetings.
noodles are brown.
because then it looks like a big old bowl of bloody shit, which is what you get after eating.
Get out of
these.
here! Get out of our okay spaghetti boardroom.
I think they're on to me. I think they've realized that I'm a corporate spy from I Love Linguini. Come into our restaurant. We got
I
know,
am not the work here. I am a customer.
It's
I
like
get
the
the
rivalry
Italian
between
massage.
it's like Bob's Burgers and that Italian place across the street, where they just passive aggressively yell at each other for years.
Okay, spaghetti makes me shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a nice hot stinky poop, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll come to give me a second here. Come to Easy Egg Rolls and get some Obi-Wan-ton.
Oh, this one's way too good. Try our Order 66. It's to die for.
Oh!
Surprise, but a welcome one.
Can I remind you, by the way, that we have an exclusivity contract with LucasArts and Disney? You can't be making all this Obi-Wan shit go on over there.
I paid a lot of money for those
lot of
spaghetti
money.
puns. God damn it!
I like Ravio Luke Skywalker. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's gonna cause customer confusion between that and La, I am your Zanya.
That got taken off the menu after it.
What?
86.
Yeah, no one understood it.
You gotta
I
see
still
the
don't,
movie.
to be totally honest with you.
We had 3 people in the one day come up to the server up front and ask her what that meant.
God damn it.
Yif Me Daddy in my chat said, "May the sauce be with you."
What about? May
Okay,
the Force
La,
be
I am your Zanya is better than May the sauce be with you.
I don't think it is, honestly.
It might not be.
with you? What about if we serve Forcili pasta?
What the fuck?
It's like fusilli, except it's fusilli.
Yeah, but nobody knows what fusilli pasta is,
Yeah,
though. So
You gotta. It's
Yeah,
gotta
we
be
don't
a
want
common
to
enough
intimidate
pasta.
our audience, made up of complete idiots, by putting too many different kinds of pasta on the menu.
I mean, when he's right, he's right.
Be so disrespectful to our customers.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Prosciuttus the Wise? Oh, that's pretty good.
This is an unfortunate loop.
Yeah.
Queen Amidal Zanya. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm making a new rule about a Star Wars tie-in. No, new trilogy references. Not allowed.
Can I have some Qui-Gon Zinfandel?
All right, I kind of like that. That's like
That's pretty
second.
good, yeah.
back,
Take
baby.
him
Do
into
we
wine
tie in
references
Star
now,
Wars
huh?
to every menu item?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this
Like,
is what
what's
we do
the,
tie-in. This is
Thing.
when we sell out. We're thinking in the future when we sell out.
Key Auntie Mundi is so much better.
Chianti. Yeah, that is top tier.
Oh, Chianti
Chianti.
Mondays.
Chianti Mondays.
You can't do a pun on a pun.
You can.
You absolutely can.
You sell
yes,
twice as
dude.
much.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Chad is so right.
Chianti
Why didn't you just say
Mundi.
Qui-Gon
Oh,
Jinn?
The best. The
Yeah.
best.
Interloper, welcome to the patrol raid. Sick for you, buddy. Thank you, sir. Welcome in.
Alright, we're gonna play Quiplash.
Sick, dude.
That was
You want to come over for
pretty fucking good, dude.
Qui-Gon Gin Rummy?
Get out.
Oh man. All right.
I want to look up the known unknowns quote, because maybe I'm not giving it the disservice it deserves. Known unknowns quote. There are known. Oh, it's Donald Rumsfeld as well. It's not George W. Bush. Reports that say something hasn't happened are always interesting to me because, as we know, there are known knowns, the things we know we know. We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know, but there are also unknown unknowns, the ones we don't know. And if one looks throughout the history of our country and other free countries, it's the latter category that tends to be difficult ones. Dude, that phrase, although perhaps used to push an agenda, is, I think, technically true, but I might be in over my head at this point. I'm just looking at it from a linguistic standpoint. And I guess, like, putting it through, like, a scientific lens as well. That's a really interesting quote to think about. I'm pulling back the ironic veil of Northernlion right now. And now it's like, people are gonna be like, NL's personal hero was Donald Rumsfeld. Absolutely not true. My personal hero was Sam Raimi. As long as you ignore 2007 and just, like, pretend that Spider-Man 3 doesn't exist and instead imagine that he just went straight from, like, Spider-Man 2 to Drag Me to Hell. Admittedly, it's a little bit of verbal spaghetti, but at the same time, I can't find my way out of this topic of conversation. You want to talk about verbal spaghetti. Anyway, there's something we can all get behind. Spaghetti. Except for me. I feel like spaghetti is a more divisive topic than the merit of that quote. And the reason is... Excuse me. The reason is... Everybody loves spaghetti except me, and I don't understand it. I think I've just never had masterpiece theater level 10 out of 10 spaghetti. Please give me a Spirit Heart. I really could use it at this point in my life. Ooh, I'll take a Steam sale, but... You've witnessed a serious evolution of Northernlion if you've been watching these videos for long enough. You know, back in 2012, or 2011, let's say, when these videos for Isaac first started, I had probably consumed pasta, still dicey there, maybe, like, less than a dozen times in my adult life, sincerely. And I'm like, I don't like spaghetti. It mostly came from a place of ignorance. I really didn't like pasta that much, and I still to this day almost always prefer other carbohydrates, but I have eaten a lot more pasta now. My wife enjoys Italian food, so if it's a special occasion, sometimes we'll go to a nice Italian restaurant, and that involves pasta showing up sometimes, you know? And then I eat it and I go, this is actually pretty good. And even at home, like, make like a sausage penne or a chicken Francois or chicken Francais. I don't know. I think we've Canadianized chicken Francois up here, or chicken Francais to make it chicken Francois. But anyway, I'm very into those. I love ravioli. I love, you know, penne, linguine, spaghettini, the weird like North Italian irregular pasta that I can never remember the name of. But I've just a fusilli. Even a little lasagna, which shouldn't strike you as too surprising because I know it's beloved, but for me, lasagna was like the hurdle. I was like, I don't really get it. It's like a weird deep dish pizza sort of thing that I don't fully understand, but I've gotten over it, and there's been lasagnas that I've had where I'm like, this is pretty great. At least we got secret room access here. But spaghetti, I've never had like a 10 out of 10 spaghetti, and we still have no... you know what? Check it out. That was so not worth it, but also hilarious. I've never had, I think, a 10 out of 10 spaghetti that made me respect the pasta. I think I missed out on the childhood of spaghetti, where you eat a lot of it and then you come to like enjoy the taste of it, even if it's not 10 out of 10. So you go, oh, this is like... I'm not trying to say that your love of spaghetti is a lie if you love spaghetti. Rather, what I'm saying is, if you eat a lot of something, you become familiar with it, you become able to recognize the good stuff, which I can't really. So I might just be deadened with respect to my senses when it comes to spaghetti, which would be a dang shame. There's no question about it. Okay, we got to get 5 cents back here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's freaking go. We'll take the map to go along with that. And as a result of missing out on that, I think that I've left myself, like, basically my spaghetti senses are deadened. I can't respect spaghetti. I wish I could. Maybe one day I'll get there. That'll be the cruel joke of nature, is that I'll have a son, he'll look exactly like my hero, Donald Rumsfeld, and then every meal will be like, cook me spaghetti, and I'm like... Son, you don't understand. I don't know how long to cook the noodles for. Can't I just make you a mother sauce instead? Can't I just make you a chili? Chili's kind of like spaghetti with no noodles, with bean noodles. No, I want the spaghetti. All right, Donald, you're gonna have the spaghetti. I'm sorry, Christopher. Okay, this is a weird episode, man. This is normally you're like. NL, can you get to the point where you say, like, hey, your brain's fried from recording so much Isaac, and this is going to be the last episode of the day because you're broken? Nah, this is like the 3rd Isaac episode of what promises to be a long day recording Isaac. So we're off the freaking rails.
Dude, one of the coolest dudes in all of Houston. If you're from Houston, you know this man. He's like all in all like commercials forever. His name's Mattress Mac. And yeah, he's like a really old dude who's owned like the biggest furniture store in Houston. Dude opened his furniture store for people to just come in and like chill in all of his furniture.
That's one of the lily pads.
Everybody loves Mattress Mac. He's the coolest dude.
The mayor of Houston was talking about setting up lily pads, and he kept talking about like the spaghetti factory a lot.
What?
Oh, I guess there's like a place called the Spaghetti Factory in Houston.
So like the Cheesecake Factory?
Sounds like he's talking about his asshole.
Is it?
There's a spaghetti man in Pittsburgh?
There's a spaghetti factory in Vancouver as well, you know? It's a restaurant.
I couldn't tell if it was like a place that manufactures spaghetti or if it's a restaurant with a sweet name.
Sweet name. Spaghetti factory.
So, okay, spaghetti, but I guess it'll do.
Exactly.
It's a big chain, is that right?
Dude, I'm gonna get rich with OK Spaghetti. Just you wait.
Yeah, as long as somebody else builds it, makes the menu,
yeah, exactly,
does all the marketing, etc., etc.
Also, national icon Joel Osteen is getting fucking destroyed because he closed his churches in Houston.
I saw that. Yeah,
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen.
Who is this person? I don't know who this is.
Oh, I know that guy.
What do they call him?
Evangelical dickhead.
Has like one of the biggest churches in the country, and he just closed it.
What you doing, Susan? Change in clergies.
There you go. I can't get
can
it to
you-
ride this wall
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, I'm with you. on
You
that
gotta
one.
go pretty hard. I just did it. And it's
Oh, I
actually
went
pretty
extremely hard and it worked.
Dope. Yeah, it was pretty dope actually.
It was like we were playing Sonic Mania for about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
I think it is the nickname for a large highway interchange in Houston. Oh, the Spaghetti Factory.
I mean, there's a lot of those.
You sure
especially
it's
around
not just like a
610.
building?
They just closed the one in Pittsburgh.
The Spaghetti Factory?
I'm gonna find the Houston Spaghetti
Oh, wait,
Factory.
get their
Warehouse, not
spaghetti.
spaghetti factory. It's different.
There's a spaghetti warehouse too?
It's
I guess
Yeah.
that's where they store the spaghetti after they make it out.
Exactly. Yeah, that's.
tab.
Was it spaghetti ware? No, maybe I'm thinking of mattress warehouse.
Wait, maybe I was
Spaghetti.
thinking of the Spaghetti Factory warehouse.
I think it's spaghetti factory.
I think I am dying of a brain disease.
You're starting to act like my uncle when we...
Spaghetti factory, spaghetti warehouse. I think it was the spaghetti bowl. Spaghetti ware factory.
Okay, spaghetti.
I never said the Spaghetti Ware Factory.
Is that when man becomes a factory?
Just throw me out.
I never said it.
Ryan, what are you doing?
Dude, I can't make
Hit
it.
it really hard. Was that so hard?
One time I hit it hard and it went too far, and I thought I had to hit it less hard.
Spaghetti Junction. Oh, it's a Spaghetti Junction.
How many spaghetti-based businesses are there?
Dude, a spaghetti junction is an intersection. That's way different than a spaghetti factory.
I was talking about the Spaghetti Warehouse.
I thought that we were hitting like an untapped market with OK Spaghetti, but maybe not.
You guys ready for the dunk? Dunk! Oh, shit.
Nice one.
Fuck. Shut up.
Half man, half factory.
Nick, are you okay?
His name is Man Getty.
Okay. Okay.
Spaghetti, low-key, bottom third of pasta types.
What?
In terms of the
outta
noodle. In terms of the
I
noodle.
agree.
In terms of the
completely.
noodle.
I'm not a big spaghetti man, but I wouldn't say it's bottom third. You got
I'm a
some
big
pretty
spaghetti
bad
man.
pasta.
Okay, wait.
Let's start with
Big-
the bottom tiers.
Okay, bottom tiers.
Wagon wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And anything shaped like a letter or a cartoon character.
Those
Yeah.
really thick grain noodles. I hate those.
Which one are the? I need more.
Uh,
Yeah. Any kind of whole grain
they're
pasta,
a
yeah.
grain like an Asian noodle, and I can't handle them.
What? That's not
Well, that's
pasta.
not pasta. Come on. Now.
Why? Why?
What, ramen is pasta?
It's the same idea, isn't it?
Oh, these are different things.
What is that voice you just took on?
These are, well, you. The whole world are like soba and udon and ramen, different varieties of pasta.
Oh, this is cool.
Where are we?
The Italian in me is pain, but
It's the same.
Oh, can I get some ramen noodles and tomato sauce, please?
I would say
My raid is tonight.
Wait, but like, is it not really the same though? Underneath that?
no. They're made
Is
different.
is ramen a soup?
Yes.
I'm talking about
As
the noodles.
traditionally served, yes.
The noodles nude.
Can I get a pho, but instead of vermicelli, can you just put some spaghetti in the bowl?
They're buckwheat.
Spaghetti.
That's right,
It's-
buckwheat. I hate those.
I'm raiding tonight.
Stop trying to throw that in. Why did you try that twice?
Rack attack.
I figured it would get somebody the second time. Hey, we'll be back to play old Quiplash soon. See you shortly.
See you in the Ware Factory.
Where?
The Ware Factory.
What's your guys' opinion on like vegetable noodles?
Wait, on what?
Vegetable noodles.
Like the green
Noodles
and orange
made
ones.
From vegetables instead of like grain.
We haven't gone through the old the old conversation of what are the bottom tier pastas.
Stuffed shells for me. Personally.
I like stuffed shells.
I'm kind of against stuffed shells. By the way, Austin, where is Quiplash XL? Which Jackbox is it, or is it standalone?
It's 2 or 3. It's 3, isn't it?
3 is the one we usually play, which has Quiplash 2.
Oh, then it's 2.
Oh yeah, Party Pack 2 has Quiplash XL. Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Bear.
Hi,
Hello.
Bear. What's
Hi,
the
Bear.
worst kind of pasta, Bear Taffy?
The worst can, huh? The worst can.
Assuming you have a raid tonight.
What'd you say?
You don't have to have a raid tonight. He's being a WoW fascist lately.
You don't have to raid tonight.
Wait, no. You don't have to show up to raid tonight. Paladin. You don't have to show up to raid night.
Hey, yeah, that was on
I'll
tone.
get a stand-in. You
Slots
don't have
are
to
awful.
skip your daughter's graduation night. Paladin.
Why are we talking about WoW?
I don't know. We were talking about Spaghetti Warehouse and Spaghetti Factory and Spaghetti Junction, and now we're talking about this.
Oh, those are OK Spaghetti competitors.
Yeah.
It's
I wanna
places
talk
in
about
Houston, Texas.
Vegetable pasta.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, not a big fan of Capoletti.
It's too loud.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. Goodbye.
All right.
Bye, Josh.
Good night.
Josh.
Give him 5 minutes, he'll be back.
No, he's still here.
Probably. If you piss me off enough.
So, Bear, what is the worst?
All right, how the hell do you close it on the app?
What's the worst tier?
All right, found it. Bye.
Bye.
Dude, I don't have like a. I don't know if
You don't have any. So you're like, you go to the restaurant and you're
Spaghetti
like, hey,
agnostic.
just give me
Literally
tomato
any
sauce.
pasta.
What kind of noodles do you want? Chef's choice.
Toss them in.
Really, any kind of? Give me one of
I
each.
don't know. Like the thing is, I haven't had a tremendous variety, but I haven't had a pasta noodle I don't like. I don't think.
They haven't tried buckwheat then, because you won't like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have either, actually.
I'll be straight with you.
Is gross.
I'm not a big soba man either, but this is a separate, like.
Doesn't
thing.
mean I
Wait, you
don't like
prefer the-
udon.
You like the udon noodles, the thick ones?
I like
more?
udon.
More
No,
like poo-on noodles.
I'm a ramen udon soba in order kind of guy.
I want to
That's
talk about what the
strange.
best ones are,
Okay.
because I think like I got a top 3 for you:
Yeah,
Okay.
hit me up.
Can we get the code?
lasagna, tortellini, ravioli.
Ooh.
Lasagna with burnt edges ruins the whole thing for me. But
Wait,
if
wait,
it's
wait.
if
Aren't
it's good,
tortellini and ravioli like the same thing?
no,
They're pretty
Don't
close.
They're not.
Do not.
They're
But they're like
close.
totally
They're like
different
they're
wrapping.
stuffed. They're like a stuffed pasta.
One is
Yeah.
a little doughy crescent, and the other is a little packet. Those are different.
Yeah, like that's kind of just like saying you're delivering something in a different packaging. You know, like that doesn't
No,
really
it's the
change
dough
with the content.
ratio distribution is different. You get a
You know
little
what
bit more
makes
cheese.
tortellini really good is that you can get about a kilogram of it for $3 at the grocery store.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Cheesy on my beanie and some salsa on my balls. Hey,
Dude, going to Winco, you got like buckets full of noodles. You can just get a bag full of whatever you want.
Got to be honest with you, I'm a penne boy.
That's
Penne,
fine.
I'm into penne. Me too.
this is a dish I
Molto
get,
bene, Uncle Pene.
Thai dish that has like very.
No, we're only talking about Italian-derived noodles.
I'm trying to tangent, you dick.
Oh, I like this code.
We got at least 15 more minutes of mining this pasta thing, dude. You
I'm
gotta-
mad that we keep going.
Whiplash. We're gonna drop the conversation in 30 seconds.
Well, I think the worst kind of pasta is a Twinkie, because the noodle's too big.
Okay, everyone's.
But I agree, though.
We have 5 of us, right? Yeah.
I don't have any negative opinions about pasta.
What about stuffed shells?
Wait, no. The negative opinions you have about pasta are when they get stuck to the bottom of the thing when you're boiling them up.
Well, that's like your user error.
Yeah, you gotta stir it like now and then.
I'm just saying they're not completely innocent. That's all.
I still find them innocent. You put me in a trial in that situation, I'd have to, weigh in favor of the defendant.
Yeah,
which
you
is
say that now.
the noodle.
Wait until it ruins your best pot. You gotta
You put
scrub
like
it.
you put a little oil in the pot with
Yeah.
the water.
Mix
Yeah,
it,
so it
yeah.
doesn't stick.
Except it gets burned on, and then you get a little mark on there.
I think
gotta
you
stir it up,
did
dude.
pasta wrong, is
You
what
gotta-
I'm hearing.
You gotta
You
put.
gotta stop
put, like-
making soba bolognese.
I would
Cannelloni.
never. I would never.
Very much. I'm not a cannelloni man.
tortellini is like the cereal of pasta.
Yeah,
With milk?
Put boiling water in a pot, and then you dump the tortellini in it, and then you put some olive oil in there.
Yo,
And
soup is just meat cereal.
Nick, you know you had to put water in the pot to cook the pasta, right?
Fuck off.
You don't just saute it.
I
Oh, shit, are
sauteed
we
my
guessing?
raw pasta in olive oil only.
It's al dente.
Not a
I
new one.
just want to tell you guys, I really like calzones.
Why do you want to tell us that?
Now, what if there was a restaurant where you could choose? all of the
I'm not doing
ingredients?
this 5 shows in a row, okay?
Actually, do you guys like? Oh, you know what? Do you guys like strombolis?
What is
Just
Did you just like skip a tangent there?
Well, I was gonna say, like, do you guys usually get stuff with like stuff inside your calzone besides just the regular stuff? Like strombolis?
I'm gonna be
What's a
absolutely
stromboli?
real with you. I've only ever had pizzones before from
Oh
Pizza
my
Hut.
god.
Oh,
They were really
God.
good.
Now that's a blast from the past.
I mean, if you break
pizzone.
it down, calzones don't have that much really that transformative in them other than ricotta.
No.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but
We're gonna fold it
still.
over.
Isn't
a stromboli is kinda
calzone
like-
just a big raviolo, though?
No, not at all.
Raviolo, give me the formulolo.
Dough, though.
It's not pasta.
not pasta.
It's kind of pasta. How is it not pasta?
Because
My boy
not
Nick was
played
trying to
that
call
big
ramen
and-
noodles pasta last week, so
Not last week.
2 weeks ago. So you got an uphill battle on this. Calzones are not a pasta sort of deal in my mind. Nick and I got into, I would describe it as a lighthearted disagreement this morning about whether or not ramen noodles are pasta or something else altogether. And I
Because I posted a freaking pasta solid. I thought I was making a good joke, and then apparently it was very controversial.
well, it became I'm interested. How do you feel about it, Cobalt? From your gut, what would you say? Ramen noodles are pasta or not pasta?
Oh man, there's something, all right. I don't. they're. I mean, I would classify them as pasta, just not good pasta. It's like the lowest tier of pasta
There's
you can
like
get.
80 tiers to the conversation that this ends up going in. So like whatever you say, you have both a positive and a negative to it.
So the thing is, it's not pasta though. It's a noodle, but not all noodles are pasta.
Why though is it not pasta?
Because pasta's made with semolina. And-
Semolina.
You know, like from the I Am the Walrus. Semolina Pilchen, swimming down the Eiffel Tower.
I actually just don't have a comeback because I don't really know what semolina is.
It's like some kind of stupid Italian wheat or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Today I learned that ramen noodles in prison in their plain form are called butt naked.
I did not know that.
Huh.
Just learning things on the daily about prison noodles.
Here's
I
my
guess
opinion.
I just thought that if it's any kind of noodle, it's a pasta.
Pasta
And that
is a
was it.
kind of noodle, but not all pastas are noodles. Not all noodles are pasta. That's my opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. That's actually how it is.
I agree.
It's
but
factual.
I didn't know that this was a thing that had a fact attached to it until today.
Yeah, okay. I went through a lot of steps. People went, well, Nick erroneously, and I'm not trying to call you out, told me that you could order something called ramen udon. We eventually found out that was incorrect. That does not
Yeah,
exist.
I just misremembered that, and I
Which
felt
is-
really stupid afterward.
Which is fine. Then I had people tell me, they're like, oh, so is lasagna a noodle? And I was just like, yes.
Of course it is.
Lasagna is a noodle. And they went, oh, okay, understandable. Have a good day. I spent a lot of my morning being like, arguing about noodles, various different kinds of noodles.
But is a hot dog a sandwich?
See, I can't get into that.
No.
I could make a sandwich out of hot dog buns.
Right.
But I'm not gonna call it a peanut dog or something. Like a hot peanut dog. I don't know, man. It's bread. The shape of the bread, does that make a difference in the sandwich? I don't know, man.
So we're going to do this, huh?
No, we don't have to. We can just divert.
Oh, I want to. I'm getting into it.
I kind of don't.
I'm getting it.
But if you gotta, I guess, do what you gotta do.
If I'm being honest with you, I think I would rather have a sandwich on banana bread than a sandwich that uses a hot dog bun for bread.
What about a sandwich of 2 ramen noodle blocks?
As buns?
Yeah.
See, I know that there are places that do that, and I believe that they can probably make it delicious, but if I made it at home, would not turn out delicious, I think.
What if you opened the buns fully and you had 2 opened buns?
Oh, I do like opening the buns.
And then you stacked them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You almost had like a rectangular prism sandwich.
Yeah, instead of like just in the crease and then you fold it, like because the bread's still attached to itself.
Filters all light through.
I think I'd be okay with that, potentially. It depends if you filled it with ice cream, I would probably die. So I would say no, but like I don't want a hot dog bun ice cream sandwich. That sounds like a nightmare. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on pregnancy and also pasta. Anybody in chat who says that lasagna doesn't have noodles in it, actually like straight up check your noodle privilege, because I mean like they're just long flat noodles. Macaroni's a noodle.
It's weird how it went from a combination of an argument about pasta and what defines pasta versus noodles to definitionally what's up with ramen and are there subcategories. And I didn't know there weren't. But that was almost a great defense until it wasn't.
You have to use these elixirs. Oh, man.
Here's a question. Is ravioli a noodle?
No, that's pasta for sure.
But
it's a pasta sandwich.
It's like a little calzone. Here, ravioli, Wikipedia. Let's see. If it says noodle...
Fried ravioli, what about that?
Ravioli is a type of dumpling composed of a filling sealed between 2 layers of thin pasta.
Well, then how come at Hell's Kitchen they're like, oh, we gotta make our own pasta today, and then they make frickin' ravioli?
It's a pasta dumpling.
Pasta dough.
I guess I didn't even consider that as a possibility, but...
Possibility.
Thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate you.
I thought you were not going to say possibility, so I had to throw it in.
That's fair.
Possibilities.
What do you... Chat's like NLSS just started and I'm already raging. What are you raging about? It's like, I thought we've been pretty reasonable over the course of the show so far.
No, not at all.
Logical thought, guys. Come on.
We're just
Gotta
having
follow it down.
We're just having a discussion.
What are the best pasta shapes? For me, it's rotini. I love eating small, delicious augurs. That's a really nice way to put it, actually.
Well,
Tiny house is the best option.
Cobalt, what is your favorite pasta shape?
Favorite pasta shape? I mean, does those little dumpling? I guess they're dumplings. They're wrapped in pasta shell. They're just the
ravioli style?
dim sum? No, it's they're like the Asian ones that they have like the creases in them at the top.
You're talking about like gyoza.
I don't know the word for them.
I was thinking Italian pasta specifically.
Italian pasta specifically. I like raviolis. Then I guess with meat inside of them, any kind of meat.
All right.
I don't really. The cheeser is okay, but I prefer like a nice beef like ravioli or something. I really like them when they're lightly fried. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's good stuff. There's almost nothing that I dislike when it comes to pasta, like really outwardly. But if I were to express a mildly negative opinion, I know you asked the opposite, but tortellini, when it gets too lumped up with too much pasta, that bums me out a little bit.
So tortellini is the one
crescent-shaped one that gets a little bit heavy on the pasta in the middle.
It's the one that's like super cheap to purchase at a grocery store. You can get like a kilo of tortellini on the house.
Well, I don't know what your grocery store does.
But I mean, like it's a cheaper kind of pasta setup, you know?
It's like a crescent filled with cheese.
I think that's the one, yeah.
So yeah, those ones are like not my favorite, I guess. I like pestina a lot.
You guys ever been to Bahama Breeze before?
Bahama Brie.
It's Bahama Breeze.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
tropical drink.
It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant.
Oh.
I mean, it's like a Jamaican themed like restaurant on the beach kind of thing with tiki torches, and they got these beef empanadas. I mean, they're not pasta obviously, but they remind me of pasta, and they're really good. And I had some yesterday. And if you have a Bahama Breeze near you, I would suggest trying them. But
I've never tried, but I would. Sounds
really good.
I've said this before, and I stand by it. I think spaghetti is an overrated noodle. Full stop. I just want to see if this is a dead end, and it is indeed. If you follow the trajectory, there's been a meta-narrative happening for the past few years. I don't really like pasta. You know, I've been having some more pasta lately. I kind of like it. Now I like pasta. To some extent, at least. When I go to especially if it's like a good restaurant, if they're pasta-focused, then I tell them to pass the sauce, because I'm interested. But I still think... Yas. I still think spaghetti, not a top-tier noodle. I don't know if I just missed my window on it or what. I didn't eat it that much as a kid. All of a sudden, you know, now everyone else is like, it's one of my favorite meals of all time. And I'm like, I don't get it. I get lasagna. I've had some lasagna recently, and I was like, you know what? I could see how this could bring it. I've had some good spaghetti, too, but I'm definitely more of like a rigatoni, linguine, spaghettini, even. I don't know why I said that one so weird. Spaghettini! Like I'm mad at it, or it's a friend from college I haven't seen in a long time. Spaghettini! Long time no see. Just give me a spirit heart, please. I'll pick this guy up, I'll pop the lover's card, we'll be good to go. Nah, not gonna happen. Alright, well, take these and call me in the morning, buddy. Well, you know, we haven't been to our item room yet. We should probably facilitate that. Everybody loves a good ravioli, of course. I don't know, spaghetti just doesn't do it for me. If we're in the long noodle camp, I know you know what, I was gonna say, like, I'm with you on this, but I'm not with you on this, because what I'm about to say I don't think is that controversial. I kind of lump spaghetti in with udon and soba and ramen. It's in the long noodle camp. Spaghetti's a little different. Soba's pretty thick, udon's even thicker, you know? So you end up with the... Well, I guess soba's not that thick, but anyway. I kind of think that they're the same thing. It's like Italian ramen, and instead of being served traditionally in a soup, served in more of a sauce-based environment, and that's fine. Out of all those, I would go with the ramen, absolutely. If you've had, you know, real ramen at a ramen restaurant, and you disagree with me, that's fine, so be it. Agree to disagree. If you're gonna say ramen is gross, you're an idiot, that's you calling me an idiot, then you're an idiot, that's me calling you an idiot, because that's not an apt one-to-one, apples-to-apples comparison, okay? Instant ramen is to real ramen as, like, American cheese is to real cheese. It's not even a close comparison. Also, Ryugu Wagateki wo Corral, Nothing Personnel Kid, etc., you know? Anyway, how did I get talking about noodles and soups? Well, probably because this run has... Hello. It's not really an error room. You're a fake error room. Get out of here. Be gone. The reason we're talking about inane nonsense is because the only narrative we have going on in the run itself here is how many sons will I have by the end of this run?
So
What
it's
about
amazing.
an Italian restaurant called Mission in Pasta Bowl?
Oh, I like that.
You like that?
Dude, and then when you
yeah.
finish the pasta, you get to the
The
bottom.
what?
Mission
in
I
pasta
can't. We're about
That's what you just said.
maybe 6 weeks away from every stream I do being just
Pasta
me.
bowl.
It's just gonna be me. You
Mission
know
Impossible.
how freaking frustrating it is to get 4 words into a 30-word sentence and have everyone go,
What are you, stupid?
he said the word
You
differently
ruined the
than the
entire-
way
like,
that
the
I say
pasta,
the
like,
word.
He
It's
literally said mission, it only works when it's mission impossible. Doesn't work when it's mission impassable. Hey, jump over this hurdle. I don't know, it seems pretty impassable to me. It works though. That literally makes sense.
It makes sense.
Oh boy.
You had such a solid argument and you found the one fucking word that
Shut up over there.
didn't work. Up over there, Austin.
I feel like half of the people think that Josh just owned me, and half of the people think Josh owned himself, but nobody's sure because it's just loud noises.
Hell yeah.
Here's a food question for you. I can already tell you how Austin's gonna feel about this. But you ever have squid ink pasta?
No.
It's just...
You're right. Why did he say pasta?
What an idiot!
It's just pasta that's, you know, dark
Black.
instead of... Yeah, exactly. So, like, I don't know. I don't get it. Does it add anything to the experience? Except for, like, ooh, they use squid ink in this.
You get to say you use squid ink. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I would imagine.
Yeah, does it have like a flavor?
I don't think so. I mean, I had some on Monday.
Someone in my chat just said squid ink pasta is slightly saltier. I don't know. I've never had it, so I couldn't tell you.
You know what? My favorite pasta sauce is? It's vodka sauce. I think it's highly underrated as a pasta sauce.
You know what my favorite pasta sauce is?
What?
Like a lot of butter and salt and garlic.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not into
You are 5 years old.
What? That's 5-year-old pasta is like spaghetti with just red sauce on top of it.
Nah, we use butter. We butter our pasta in this house. But also,
or ketchup. Ketchup is the 5-year-old pasta sauce.
Yes.
I knew someone who would eat pasta with ketchup, and I recoil when I think about it.
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
terrible.
That's
It's really,
that's
truly
awful.
horrible.
Yeah, that's just.
Justin holds an opinion that I found very surprising. He asked me, what is... And he started with a thought experiment, which is always how you know they think they gotcha. He said, what's better, the best pasta or the best steak? And I answered him honestly. I said, that's a tough one. Because I used to not really like pasta. And had a great appreciation for steak. And I still do, you know? But now, I've grown to like pasta quite a lot. So he was apparently of the opinion that the best pasta ever made is like a 7 out of 10. Whereas, you know, a great cut of steak cooked properly is like a 10. I don't agree with that. But I think, you know, I could definitely understand... Because I've been in that mindset as well. And just because I have this mindset that I'm older doesn't mean I'm any more correct, you know? It's just a difference of opinion. But still. He was of the opinion that pasta was a side as opposed to a main. And I'm like, dude, I don't know about that. I mean, I did have a roommate in college who would have like a side of fettuccine Alfredo. It'll burn you up too, because you're like probably picturing... just an enormous man, but he was like extreme. He had a lithe physique. He was like 6'2", and skinny. He had like a swimmer's build. And what did he eat for dinner? Usually like a fried pork chop and like a quart of fettuccine Alfredo, which is 100% Parmesan cheese, butter, and milk, just mixed together with, you know, pasta, which is just flour. Anyway, I've grown to like pasta a lot. I like pasta. I think one of the reasons I like it now, and this is an evolution you'll have witnessed over the course of videos, by the way, because many times, even within the past couple of years, I'd be like, yeah, I went from like, yeah, I don't really eat pasta, to like, I like some pastas, and now, oh, we got the damage bonus. Just as good as the tier bonus, I think. Now I'm like, dude, when I go to a restaurant, sometimes I order the pasta. You know, it's been a change, and I owe it to my wife, basically. This is why I mentioned, by the way, you know, it's worth trying not to become a picky eater. I know I did like a whole episode, really, where I wouldn't shut up about it. People were probably like, he doesn't get it. I'm allergic to things I don't like the taste of. When I eat a tomato, it makes me want to throw up. Okay, so I'm going to stop saying get over it, but you know what the subtext there is. Safety pin. Oh, sin robes. Absolutely. And are we... I think we're good to go down to the next floor. This is still a little bit spotty, but it's working out okay. you know, some days, my wife will just be like, hey, I really want some pasta. And even when I didn't like pasta, I was like, you know, my baby wants, my baby gets. And then when I'd eat it, I'd have like a little wince on my face. And I realized I'm not a huge fan. I can like more than tolerate it, depending on its quality. I'm not a huge fan of the classic, like, you know, spaghetti and tomato sauce sort of pasta. But any pasta that's like, hey, the base is like butter, white wine, and garlic, 10 out of 10. It's like I saw The Godfather one too many times. That's a joke. I've never seen it at all. And I tricked myself into thinking that everything had to be, you know, tomato sauce. And I like tomato sauce okay. But, you know, personally, it's not my ideal choice for the base of a meal. Instead, if you could somehow, you know, just, you know, maybe like an entire stick of butter per plate, that would be a little bit better for me. Anyway, I'm just saying. What am I just saying? I'm just saying that, you know, I don't know. Definitely, you know, believe it or not, as I've gotten older, my opinions have mellowed. If you had asked me like 4 years ago, what's better, the best steak or the best pasta? I would have been like, you are a fool if you don't think the best steak is better than the best pasta. I mean, you're telling me that a flame-grilled, sous-vide, reverse-seared ribeye is not as good as a dang old spaghetti? But that's, I think it's, you know, overly reductive. Dare I suggest? I've come around to the #1 criticism of my persona.
I could not disagree more with someone in my chat right now.
All right, let's find this teleporter.
Dunno, he says, don't know how many people agree with this, but al dente feels like just inferior pasta cooking.
No one get out.
I highly disagree.
It's the best pasta. Bless you,
Yeah.
Kate.
Easily.
It, you know, well, al dente pasta is like the medium rare of pasta.
Yes. Yeah. Very much so.
You can have it
like,
a
you can
little
still
bit too
eat it.
al dente, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, then you've just cooked it wrong. Like, al dente is just like a proper time, you know? And if it goes over,
Have you
then
seen
it's overcooked.
Chatale?
I haven't.
Yeah, that's the problem. They have a marketing issue. They shouldn't call it al dente. They should just call it done.
You should call it al pape.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, I guess.
See, stop now.
My name, I guess.
Oh, the teleporter's right here.
Ooh, pop it.
Oh, let me grab this chest first.
There should be a golden chest somewhere on this board, but it's usually on the ground, like in a cubby.
I have like way more money than I'd ever have. I don't know why.
Because 2 of us are dead. Probably.
You know what really takes up pasta to the next level? The right kind of pasta, at least?
Yep.
Is when you fry up like some brown butter or some
Ooh.
breadcrumbs, and then you kind of
Okay.
like mix it in with the noodles, and then you just get a little. It sounds like an unappetizing word.
No.
But you get a little grit on the noodles, so that as you're
Hell yeah.
eating them, there's a little bit of like a micro crunch sort of texture going on.
I love crunchy.
Dude, it's
I am in agreement, dude. And I will one-up you and say any kind of, like, cheesy type of pasta,
of
that's
course.
when that's perfect.
Dude, you know what? We need to have like a power rankings conversation about the best type of food texture. You got crispy, crunchy, ooey, gooey, melty welty.
Right. Timey-wimey.
Trying to think of what chilled, glazed. Yeah, gritty. Gritty's mostly pretty low. Slimy, I think, is another one that's pretty on, it's on the low
it's
side for the
not
most
so
part.
good, yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah,
Fuzzy.
Slimy's pretty low T.
I don't
You
know
know
if
what,
there's too
though?
many slimy foods that I enjoy.
Here's the thing. You got ones like chewy, which on some things, terrible. On other things, perfect. That's exactly what you want.
What is it about the human brain that makes crunch so good?
Dude,
I don't know, but my teeth hate it, but my
Really?
mouth loves it.
Dude, something about, like, that might be some of the
if you took an isolated moment in time, that might be like the happiest my brain ever is right the first bite when you breach the meniscus of breading and get to like some juicy meat on the inside. My brain is just like, I could die in this moment.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm fortunate enough that I just walk to like my grocery store, so it's very convenient to just get what I want that day. But like if I move farther away, I'd probably like want to. I guess I would have to do like some like type of like meal prep or like get something to more things for more meals other than just like the next one I'm gonna cook, which seems like a big pain in the ass. But
just make lasagna.
I don't like lasagna.
Whoa!
Finally, someone else who
There's
also does
dozens
not
of us.
like
Maybe you
lasagna.
just had bad lasagna.
No, it's just like lasagna's. I don't know. It's like
Saucy, cheesy, noodly.
just makes fucking spaghetti.
Dude,
how
different
things
in my head.
Lasagna is not great, but it's better than spaghetti.
Yeah, no, those are two
I like
totally
both.
different dishes, man.
No, they're okay. Tell me,
They're very
the only
different.
thing that's different is like the ricotta cheese.
They're very different.
Like
That was a long pause, Josh. Did you hear how long that was?
I'm trying to hear is like they fucking say to it.
You don't bake spaghetti.
The feeling of the
Yeah.
bite in your
Well,
mouth
you could,
is like
but-
completely different than that of spaghetti.
It's the same flavors.
Oh, F off.
It is not the same flavors.
It's the same. You guys are so fucking high. You're so.
This is
full
so
of
found the guy who thinks that pasta just has different types of noodles so they can, make different shapes.
Yes,
yeah, no, it's all the
exactly.
same flavored noodle.
They
but
are.
just
When was the last
are.
time you had
They
spaghetti
are.
covered
They're
in a half-inch of mozzarella cheese?
It's like they invented pasta at a cookie cutter factory or something like that, and just had a bunch of
Hey,
extra
tell
molds.
me the ingredients of a pasta noodle and that of a lasagna.
Yeah, nobody's saying the noodles aren't similar, but that's not the only
No,
part
it's
of
not that they're
lasagna.
similar. It's that they're the same.
No, you
my
can
point.
you can have spinach noodles.
Okay, if you buy the same fucking what is it? This flour, eggs, and something else. I'm sure.
No, it's
and you cut it into
every cake is the
spaghetti,
same.
or you cut it into lasagna. They're the same.
Every
fucking
pie is the
thing.
same. Who gives a shit about
Hold
the
up,
filling?
though.
The crust is the
They're
same.
totally different due to the surface area to volume
Yeah.
ratio.
Josh, the burden of proof is on you here, man. You're the one trying to tell us that every single noodle is made of the exact same shit. What are they all made of?
I don't know. Whatever pasta's made.
Go,
of.
just do what I. Why even have spaghetti? Just do what I do. Take a slice of Wonder Bread and pour a can of tomato sauce on it. It's the same ingredients.
That the dough or whatever it is that is making your spaghetti is different than the whatever it is that's making your lasagna.
Yeah, but like it's like you're saying you eat only the noodles in both
no,
dishes.
okay, so let's talk about the sauce. The same sauce that you're using for your lasagna is the same fucking shit.
A
that I
lot
can
of people do
spaghetti.
different sauces.
Okay, now hold on a second. I'm gonna make
This-
another point that may be on Josh's side, which is that when I worked at Domino's, they use they use the same. I know this. No, it's not going to that exact place you think it is right away, but when I worked at Domino's, they use the same dough for like everything.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that's
they-
just like
it's like all the pizzas, the
efficiencies.
breadsticks,
No.
the pasta bowls. Like it's all the same bread.
Dude, this is like a very.
because they have to.
It's a real philosophical argument. If lasagna and spaghetti are the same thing because they're composed of the same thing, why not just put the noodles
I
and the
understand
sauce
the
into a
difference.
blender and then drink it instead? It's all the same ingredient, right?
Yeah, drink it.
Dude, if I could just have all of my meals that I could just drink, yeah, absolutely.
Well, you
I'm
could.
trying to
You
go
could just
here
take
and
your
I'm doing it
spaghetti
right
and you
now.
could put it in a blender and then drink it right now.
It would taste the same as putting a
That's
fucking
just
lasagna in a
fucking
blender and eating.
absurd. Why don't you bring out two spaghetti shakes to Kristen and see how she reacts to this?
No.
If you
The next
take
time-
lasagna, you put that shit in a blender.
The next time we're together, I'm gonna get a lasagna and I'm gonna get spaghetti. I'm gonna blend them both up and I'm gonna give them both to you, and you're gonna tell me which is which.
One has a lot of cheese and one does not.
Okay, I could put fucking cheese in spaghetti. If
This
that's
is
your
madness.
big thing, just cheese it up.
I mean,
my big thing is structure, man. Like
Yeah.
you're
It
putting
is-
a bite of lasagna in your mouth, and that is like it.
there are
it's
layers.
the
Is that the
combination
lasagna's
of-
No,
layered?
see, that's my problem with lasagna. Is
We
that
just
fucking.
got done talking about how we all appreciate the ease and simplicity of meals.
You know what? If you put
No,
some
I didn't
spaghetti
say that.
and then some sauce and then a little spaghetti and a little sauce and a little spaghetti, a little sauce, and then you put some cheese on top and then put it in the oven under the broiler for a minute, yeah, I think it would taste the same. It also wouldn't be spaghetti. It would be a lasagna made out of spaghetti.
I said, man, lasagna is just spaghetti cake. That's all it is.
I agree. I 100% agree. Same shit. Same fucking thing.
It's a spaghetti
Lasagna
sandwich.
just has ricotta cheese. There you go.
Is lasagna a sandwich?
Oh fuck!
It
Don't
can
start
be if
with
you
me.
put
I'm
it in a
oh,
piece of
fuck
bread.
again.
You don't
No.
notice.
Oh, do you guys ever do the white bread with like the spaghetti? Oh hell
Oh
yeah!
yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
So
Brian got
good.
mad at me for doing that before, but
Oh, dude, he's like a man with no joy
Oh,
whatsoever.
I
in
did
his
that as a
life.
kid.
It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
just eating a sandwich made of garbage.
so you're eating lasagna?
You ever had a meatball marinara before? That's the same
There's
thing.
no
without
spaghetti on the meatball marinara.
But there could be.
But the
That's not a
bread from the
bad idea.
sandwich is basically the same.
The bread
Yeah,
is
I
not
know.
made of
It's all bread.
semolina
Yeah.
flour.
Hey guys, a glass of water and pot
better
of
be good.
boiling water are both water. They're the same thing.
What
Just
the
drink-
fuck is happening to Josh's ball?
He deserves
I don't
it.
know.
I'm stuck.
Hit the R key.
Just drink the pot of boiling
hitting
water,
R.
Josh. It's
Oh,
the
hit-
same.
Enter or space? I don't know. There should be a reset button.
No,
It's
there's no reset.
Oh, that's
just
off it.
water.
That's right. Never mind.
Is there like a timer or something?
I thought there was a timer. I was. Well, my timer is like 00:-
Oh no.
Press R.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
You actually, you internet terroristed us.
We got 8 minutes. We can just go to Mystery.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
long
we
game.
could pivot. I'm trying to get over the fact. So like if you went to a restaurant, let's just say hypothetically you went to a restaurant and there
Wait,
were
what?
8 different
I'm
types
out
of
left.
there are 8 different types of pasta on the menu, but they all had the same sauce. You would just be like, this is the same dish.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, it. would taste the
Pappardelle, orecchiette, gnocchi, spaghetti, lasagna,
Well, gnocchi's different. That's it.
ravioli.
Yeah. Well,
What about
ravioli's
spaghetti
also different
carbonara,
because you're
Josh?
putting stuff inside of it.
What are you
Yeah,
talking?
ravioli is just
You
reverse
put
lasagna.
stuff
But
inside
if
of the
you- if-
lasagna.
Here, let's talk about ravioli because it's the same fucking thing as tortellini. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I can get down with that one. I think
Yeah, but you
I
get-
think he's right about that one.
No, he's wrong. Because the different shape gets different amounts of sauce trapped in it, and it creates a whole new experience.
I don't. But the tortellini is like. It's,
No, Ryan, don't side with them.
they're not. They're not markedly
Sometimes you
different.
get stuffed tortellini though, and then it basically becomes ravioli.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Similar, but not quite.
This guy's onto something. I never
Taco
thought
Bell
I'd say
has
it.
the exact same menu item strewn out over 20 separate ones, so maybe that's sort of a similar
Yeah.
vibe.
Taco Bell is just the fast food version of it's like the Mexican version of Italian fast food.
And guess what, Josh?
Yeah.
America fell for it.
Dude,
Hold
it is
on.
delicious.
Taco Bell is just
Yeah.
the Mexican version of
Yeah, I heard
Italian
that's-
fast food.
Yeah, Italian food, all the same.
What
You
does
got
this even mean?
It's like pasta's all the same. Just Taco Bell's like the.
I disagree heartily. I
You
think
got
the
your-
shape and width of it changes a lot. It's the same way that not all animal crackers taste the same. If you get an animal cracker that's like a snake versus an animal cracker that's like an elephant, you're like, dude, the elephant is sick.
That's what you're saying.
The snake is like, you're like, oh, it's just like, it's got too much crust and not enough inside. The elephant is like perfectly balanced. The surface area to volume ratio is more optimal.
Are you okay?
It's the McNugget thing, dude. You want a McNugget that has as many corners as possible because they're good for dipping.
Differently based on the shape?
They taste different. They have a different mouthfeel.
Fucking choking me?
I thought you were doing a bit. Wait,
This
you're
is not a bit. The chicken nuggets from McDonald's taste different.
I'm
No,
pretty,
they
I'm pretty
don't.
fucking mad right now.
The
actually.
boots are the best, dude.
You took the dial and you cranked it in the way it wasn't even supposed to go.
I guess I'm the madman. Why don't you go over to Italy, hypothetically, and then be like, hey, Mr. Pasta Man, why are you making penne and ravioli? It's just the same thing.
No.
But what if he was making it in the same machine?
Mamma mia. No one said, I never thought about it like that.
Spaghetti.
That's
and a
fun. I'm gonna
ravioli.
get some fucking chicken patty from McDonald's and shape it into a star and see if it tastes like the fucking
It would
sun.
taste better because you'd have more corners. They'll get crispier. They'll get crispier.
As the first person in this group to eat 50 nuggets, I decree Ryan's crazy.
Oh,
You
son
just
of a
wanted
bitch.
to brag about your nugs. You didn't even have a follow-up.
Listen, I am a pioneer.
It's like with the brownies, the corner piece is the best piece because it's got 2 edges.
Are you crazy? The centerpiece is the best
No,
piece.
no, that's just goo.
Yeah, exactly. Goo me up with the
No,
chocolate.
no, I want the rigidity.
Oh, dude, you're fucking.
I want the
crazy.
corner piece.
I don't want to be ghost.
Why don't you just make a really basically take like a little muffin pan and make a brownie in that? Then you'll get your own piece with all
Well,
crust and no goo.
Dude, that actually sounds pretty good.
Fuck you.
I don't cook either, so I'll eat them. I'm not cooking them. That's why those 2-bite brownies are so good.
Yo, and here's another thing about lasagna. So much easier to freeze it. Nobody's freezing spaghetti.
No one's freezing your pot. Why the fuck are you freezing shit?
Oh, no,
You
here
make
we
up
go.
a big lasagna and you're like, oh, okay,
And
I'll
then
eat
you
some
eat
of this.
the lasagna. Like, what are you doing?
Well, dude, if you're gonna make a lasagna, you don't just make enough for one lasagna meal.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to have at least a few.
Okay, and then you eat the lasagna meal after meal. This is what you do.
Yeah, first you shove it in your armpit though. You don't want it to be too cold. That'd be ridiculous.
Shut the fuck up. And scene.
I can't believe I'm the guy who doesn't even like pasta that much, and now I'm defending it.
You didn't think you'd have to do this.
I didn't. I never thought I'd be in this position.
I mean, you're not defending pasta. You're defending lasagna. I thought they were different.
I'm
That's weird that you're saying they're all the same. That's
Josh
crazy. I don't
is
know why
just
you'd say
like
that.
I don't know.
Defending logic.
His brain is too broad. The idea that all pastas.
What the hell does that mean?
It's like a microscope. He's not seeing like the whole thing on the microscope slide. He's only seeing like a circle. He's like, look at that. Why would I look more closely at a circle? It's just a circle. I already know what it looks like. If you touch the fine grain knob, you'll be like, oh shit. It's a bacteria.
Okay.
The lobby's up, by the way. But
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about Mario. I don't know. We're talking about video games. It's very strange.
Weird.
Should be talking about food or something.
Dude, I had
What'd you have?
bow tie pasta.
Right?
And while I was eating, I was like, because I
You
was
had
eating
Thai
with
bow
red sauce.
pasta?
Billy Blanks?
And then
You
I was
just
eating, I was
ate
like,
the pasta, like
honestly,
nothing
if
else?
this
Wow, you didn't even have like any.
had-
How'd you cook it? Did
this
you
had,
boil
like,
it first?
rigatoni or
Yeah,
or
like I don't
the-
understand like what was on the pasta.
Oh, this
I
is
would
great.
I was eating and I was like, this is basically just lasagna.
Oh, son of a bitch. you
Oh,
got us.
it was spaghetti.
It was just it was bow ties, and I was like, fucking bow ties are just like pinched lasagna noodles.
I actually just like hate you.
Perhaps the worst recurring Monday bit, in my opinion.
I like it. I'm with it.
And this is only the second time it's occurred.
Yeah.
But it is. It was. If you cut a slice of lasagna,
Okay,
and you
yes.
eat that, you're
Yeah.
basically eating bow tie pasta. That's all I'm saying.
Man, it's crazy. He's right.
I know.
Is that what you want to hear? Will that get you to stop?
Yeah,
No.
thank you. Just say yes.
Wait till you hear all the things that are made with wheat, dude. It's going to send you... cookies and crackers made of the same fucking plant. What a
Yeah.
world.
I know.
Everything's made of carbon, bro.
He's right on that one. Well, everything that we know of. Well,
Mm.
not really. Every living thing, at least. A lot of inorganic things are made of not carbon.
Like what?
Like a pure deposit
Anti-carbon.
of sodium or something like that, or chlorine gas.
I eat sodium.
Do you? What is wrong
Salt.
with me? That's sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride.
It's got sodium in it.
That's not. But like,
Na.
so when you eat water, you say I'm eating hydrogen.
NaCl.
Oh, the hydrogen in this
He's
water
got
just hits
NaCl in
different.
there. Yeah.
Is there not sodium?
There
It's salt?
is sodium. Yes.
Well.
It's
Checkmate.
You know what you should do then is
compound?
try to have the sodium and the chlorine separately, and let me
Yeah,
know how that
dude,
works
that
out
would
for
be-
you.
Yeah.
Salt water.
Okay, if you think so.
Pretty sure that's just.
Sodium
Makes
is one of the
sense.
ones that just it like
pure.
Sorry.
Pure
Salt
sodium
pool water.
explodes in water, right?
I think doesn't it just explode
Potassium
in
explodes. All
oxygen?
the CMs, francium, they all go. And the further the bottom left you go on the periodic table, the bigger the boom boom.
My God, he's right.
I know. It's actually like the one thing I remember from high school chemistry.
Which statement about mouth is true? I feel down the stairs and ravioli on me.
What the fuck?
Or sugar
It's
maple
supposed
is
to
my
say-
favorite tree.
Is it supposed to be a poem?
I feel down the stairs and ravioli on me.
on me.
I'm voting that one because it's
My
fucking.
name is Mouth Sugar Maple is my tree.
Oh, I like that.
If you don't do ravioli, then you won't. Like, out of principle, you have to vote for that.
You're supposed to say fell if that wasn't obvious.
But it still doesn't make sense.
It's still
What do you
real.
mean?
I fell down the stairs and ravioli on me.
I was carrying a bowl of ravioli,
That's
which
the
I would have thrown in
fucking
there.
truth. I'm done.
I
I'm
feel down
done.
the stairs and ravioli on me.
There's and ravioli on.
I also banged my ankle on the floor
Oh my
of
god!
radiator.
I knew it.
It was so bad. I was
cannot
8.
believe.
That was the right one.
The truth was, I feel down the stairs and ravioli.
I
on
can't
me.
believe anyone didn't vote for that.
Yeah, why? Sugar maple I like, but come on, ginkgo biloba all the day.
It's the stinkiest tree on earth.
That's only if it's the one sex.
What?
You're gonna get a male ginkgo biloba tree?
Yeah, it's ginkgo biloba.
But the problem is, they can switch sexes if to like balance out.
Oh,
they
really?
want to have like, yeah. So even
That's
if you
crazy.
plant the non-stinky version, sometimes they'll stink it up.